Microsoft MB-335 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. A chemical manufacturer needs to ensure that when a formula for a specific cleaning agent is updated, the quantity of the concentrated active ingredient remains proportional to any changes in the total batch size. Which configuration on the formula line should be implemented to achieve this? A. Fixed consumption. B. Scalable. C. Step consumption. D. Pegged supply. The answer is B. The scalable attribute on a formula line in Dynamics 365 supply chain management is specifically designed to handle proportional adjustments of ingredient quantities when the total batch size varies. This ensures that the ratio of critical materials remains constant, which is essential for maintaining product quality and consistency during mass production. When this option is selected, any increase or decrease in the planned output quantity will trigger a corresponding linear adjustment in the material requirements for that specific line item. In contrast, fixed consumption would remain static regardless of batch size, while step consumption follows a nonlinear pattern based on predefined intervals. Therefore, selecting the scalable option is the standard technical approach for managing active ingredients that must be adjusted relative to the final yield. A functional consultant is configuring a product configuration model for custom-made furniture. A specific rule must be established so that if a premium leather finish is selected, the ergonomic headrest must also be included in the bill of materials. Which tool should be used to enforce this logic? A. Table constraints. B. System attributes. C. Expression constraints. D. Calculation groups. The answer is C. Expression constraints are used within product configuration models to define complex logical dependencies between different product attributes using optimization modeling language, OML. By utilizing an implies logic or a Boolean expression, the system can automatically enforce that selecting one attribute value necessitates or restricts another, ensuring only valid configurations are sold. This prevents the manual entry of incompatible parts and guarantees that the resulting bill of materials, BOM, and route are technically feasible for production. Unlike table constraints, which rely on static allowed combinations, expression constraints offer the flexibility to handle dynamic dependencies across multiple variables. This functionality is critical for reducing configuration errors in a configure-to-order manufacturing environment. A company produces high-value electronics and wants to minimize inventory value discrepancies. The production manager requires that all raw materials are automatically deducted from the on-hand inventory exactly at the moment the production order is finished. Which flushing principle should be configured? A. Start. B. Manual. C. Finish. D. Available at location. The answer is C. The finish flushing principle ensures that material consumption is registered and posted only when the production order or the specific operation is reported as finished. This approach is highly effective for maintaining accurate inventory levels of high-value components where consumption needs to be tied strictly to the completed output. By delaying the deduction until the end of the process, the system provides a more realistic view of raw material availability throughout the production cycle. It eliminates the need for manual picking list journals while still allowing for automated backflushing based on the actual quantity produced. For organizations with stable production processes and minimal scrap, this principle simplifies administrative tasks without sacrificing financial accuracy in the general ledger. An organization plans to use master planning across multiple legal entities. They need a configuration that allows them to plan demand and supply for 3 different plants located in different companies as a single group. What should they implement? A. Production pools. B. Intercompany planning groups. C. Coverage groups. D. Item model groups. The answer is B. Intercompany planning groups are a specialized feature in Dynamics 365 that allow for the synchronization of master planning across multiple legal entities within the same tenant. By defining these groups, the system can calculate downstream demand from one company and generate corresponding supply requirements in another, facilitating a seamless internal supply chain. This is particularly useful for global organizations where one entity acts as a primary manufacturer for regional distribution entities. The configuration allows users to set a specific sequence for the planning runs to ensure that demand is properly propagated through all levels of the intercompany hierarchy. Without this setup, each company would operate in a silo, leading to inaccurate forecasting and potential stockouts or excess inventory across the corporate group. During a production run for specialized machinery, a technician accidentally registers a task as reported as finished before the work was actually completed. You need to reschedule the process for a future date without losing data integrity. What is the first step required to address this? A. Delete the production order and recreate it. B. Set the job status back to not planned. C. Post an inventory adjustment journal. D. Change the production status to created. The answer is B. When a manufacturing execution job is incorrectly registered, the status must be reverted to allow for proper rescheduling and to correct the system's capacity records. Setting the job status to not planned effectively releases the allocated resource capacity and removes the job from the current schedule without necessitating the deletion of the entire production order. This allows the production scheduler to rerun master planning or manually drag the job to a new time slot on the Gantt chart for future execution. It is a standard troubleshooting procedure that maintains the audit trail of the original order while providing the flexibility to handle human errors on the shop floor. Reverting the status ensures that labor and material consumption are not inaccurately finalized in the financial accounts, preserving the accuracy of work in process (WIP) valuations. A furniture manufacturer uses a specific type of specialized screw for multiple products. The manager wants these screws to be used freely by the production team without itemizing them individually in inventory or tracking them on picking lists. How should this be configured? A. Set the BOM line type to phantom. B. Use a vendor line type for the screws. C. Assign a manual flushing principle. D. Set the screws as non-stock service items. The answer is A. A phantom BOM line type is used for components or subassemblies that are physically present in the production process but are not intended to be tracked as individual inventory items in the system. When a production order is estimated, the phantom item is exploded, and its parent requirements are adjusted, but the phantom itself does not generate a separate production order or individual picking transactions. This is ideal for low-cost, high-volume consumables like screws or adhesives that are consumed as part of a larger assembly. By using this configuration, the company reduces administrative overhead and simplifies the bill of materials structure while still accounting for the total cost at the parent level. It provides a flexible way to manage materials that are essential for the product but do not require rigorous inventory control. A company needs to calculate the manufacturing costs of a new product, including indirect costs like factory electricity and maintenance. These indirect costs should be applied as a percentage of the total labor cost. Which component must be configured in the costing sheet? A. Surcharge. B. Unit-based rate. C. Output unit-based rate. D. Cost basis type. The answer is A. In the Dynamics 365 costing sheet, a surcharge is a specific type of indirect cost calculation that applies a percentage-based value to a defined set of direct costs, such as labor or materials. This allows the system to automatically absorb overhead expenses into the total product cost based on the intensity of resource usage during production. For example, if factory electricity is highly correlated with machine time or labor hours, a surcharge on those cost groups ensures that high-effort products carry a proportional share of the overhead. This method provides a more accurate financial picture of product profitability compared to simple manual journal entries at the end of the month. Configuring the costing sheet with appropriate surcharges is a fundamental step for any manufacturer using standard or actual costing to manage their bottom line. A manufacturer of high-end bicycles releases new models every season. To ensure that customer service representatives do not accidentally sell a prototype version that hasn't passed safety testing, which feature should be utilized? A. Engineering product categories. B. Product life cycle states. C. Version number rules. D. Product release policies. The answer is B. Product lifecycle states allow organizations to manage the availability of products and versions throughout their entire lifespan, from initial design to obsolescence. By defining a state such as prototype or under testing and disabling the as active for sales flag, the system will automatically block users from adding those specific items to sales orders. This provides a robust control mechanism that prevents premature commercialization of unverified designs, ensuring compliance with safety and quality standards. When a version passes all necessary checks, its lifecycle state can be updated to released or operational to allow for normal business transactions. This functionality is integrated across the supply chain, affecting procurement, production, and sales modules simultaneously. A bakery produces large batches of cake mix where ingredient A is the primary component. Because the potency of ingredient A can vary by shipment, ingredient B is used to adjust the total volume to reach the required batch size. What formula line type should be assigned to ingredient B? A. Active. B. Compensating. C. Filler. D. None. The answer is B. In process manufacturing, a compensating formula line type is used for ingredients that serve to balance the total quantity or volume of a batch when the primary active ingredients vary in potency. If the active ingredient is highly concentrated, less of it is needed, requiring a larger amount of the compensating ingredient to maintain the correct final yield. Conversely, if the active ingredient is weak, the compensating ingredient's quantity is reduced accordingly. This dynamic adjustment is handled during the batch balancing process, which is essential for industries like food, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. Selecting this line type ensures that the physical properties of the final product remain consistent despite the natural variability of raw materials. A production planner needs to prevent a specific high-precision CNC machine from being assigned to more than one task at any given time, regardless of its total capacity. Which property should be enabled on the operation resource master? A. Finite capacity. B. Exclusive. C. Bottleneck resource. D. Capacity load. The answer is B. The exclusive property on an operations resource indicates that the resource can only be utilized for a single production job at a time, effectively locking it until the task is complete. This is critical for highly specialized equipment or manual work cells where multitasking is physically impossible or would result in quality defects. While finite capacity limits the total number of hours available, it does not inherently prevent multiple small jobs from being scheduled concurrently if their total load is low. The exclusive flag provides that specific restriction. Enabling this property ensures that the scheduling engine produces realistic plans that respect the physical limitations of the shop floor. It is a vital configuration for accurate job scheduling and avoiding bottlenecks in the manufacturing process.